Today, I'm talking about the kids, the Barbie kids, the younger people in the Barbie family. I'm talking about Skipper, Ricky, Tutti, Todd, Carla, whatever. I'm covering it. You know, a lot of Barbie collectors are not that into the younger kids. If you're pretending to be someone, why pretend to be another kid? You're already a kid. You want to be a fashion model like Tuesday Taylor here, or Stacy spinning in this amazing mod outfit. But you know what? A lot of people like Skipper, and it's pretty interesting how they all sort of came about. We are going to talk about all the young little people that make up this big Barbie family. There are a lot of outfits that came with these dolls. Some of them are absolutely incredible, but really this is more about the history, where these all started, and how they sort of evolved over time. So, let's start right now with the beginning, the first Barbie kids there were. We're talking younger than a teenager. Remember, Barbie was a teenager. So we're gonna start right away with the first one, Skipper. Now, a lot of parents did not want their kids playing with a doll that had breasts. They didn't like the idea, and a younger version like Skipper was something that they thought would be more appropriate for their kids to play with. And I believe that way of thinking continued for a really long time. I have a lot of friends who in the 70s, they were only allowed to have, I'm talking almost all women here, they were only allowed to have Skipper as a kid. They weren't allowed to have Barbie. Barbie was too racy. It was just too much to have a Barbie. But you could have a, nice, wholesome, flat-chested Skipper. More age appropriate, they felt. And also, Ricky came along at the same time. A lot of people think that Ricky is Alan's younger brother, or they assume he is. And you can pretty much see why. A lot in the same way that Skipper is Barbie's younger sister. But nothing I find in any advertising or anything like that suggests that they are related. If I'm wrong, go ahead and tell me. I'm wrong all the time. I don't think I am, but go ahead and tell me. Both Ricky and Alan were sort of a one-off. They went over that in the movie a little bit too. Sort of one of each kind. And they look similar, they're dressed similar. It seemed they wanted to give Skipper a friend, much like they did Barbie with Midge here. And Midge originally was supposed to be not a fashion model. She was supposed to be more of the girl next door, I guess something less threatening to parents, a female that's just more approachable, if you will. I don't know, it's stupid. For that, they brought out Scooter. Now, you guys, this is the only outfit I deemed appropriate for Scooter, and it's because she's wearing a mask. And, I'll go ahead and show you her face, but you guys, this doll is just, this is the only one I have. And I keep her in a mask because you guys, she is just one of the, God. Yeah, I don't know what to say. She's doing her best. And, we're just gonna put this mask. As we moved a little forward in time, though, the kids got cuter. Now, at the same time, in '65, Mattel was releasing a new line of dolls called Little Kittles. And a lot of you know these. These became a bit of a craze. I mean, not a bit, they were a big craze for a long time, released in a bunch of different forms. But as they made these little rubbery bodied, cute dolls, they also thought about the Barbie family and the Barbie fans too. Sort of using the same style that they made for the Kiddles, they made larger versions for the Barbie fans out there. And they look something like this. There were a lot of kids made. It started with Tutti and Todd. This would be Barbie's twin siblings. And they use the same sort of idea, but as you can see, they're bigger than little Kiddles. They have wires that go through all their body. You can pose them in any way. They did stop the wire thing eventually because they'll sort of break over time. They'll poke through and they'll cause that sort of greenier thing that happens to any vinyl. If you have them, you really don't want to mess with them that much. You can see Todd here in the middle in a couple of cute outfits, and Tutti sort of spread throughout. You see this blonde girl up here, his name is Chris. She's a friend of Tutti. And right here, they also did some that are not technically related to Barbie, like this one from the TV show Family Affair, Buffy and Mrs. Beasley. You can see the actress and the doll it's based on the back there. Really cute piece. European versions you can find of Tutti and Todd all around. What's funny is they're always sort of posed like they're doing little karate moves in the box. They also had a series that sort of go with Buffy and Mrs. Beasley. Again, not technically related to Barbie, but this one right here in the center, this is sort of why I did this video, because I just got this in the mail. I've been looking for this for so long. It's called Nan and Fran, and it's the only African-American pair in the Pretty Pairs lineup. Also, you can see Carla there in the corner. I had to get from Europe at some point. They're harder to find, but I'm glad I have them. There's a lot of really tiny, cute outfits you can put on these. A lot of them come from Europe in the 70s, are really cute. Like Todd's right here is a 70s European outfit. The kids stayed into the 80s, in Europe anyway, using this rubber-bodied wire system. But now that we've seen these, let's go back and see what Skipper was doing from the late 60s up into the 80s. So as you can see, as we approach the late 60s and these girls start looking very mod, they get super cute. I mean, look at these leggings, look at this coat, this hat, the raincoat mod look. This one's called All Over Felt right here. As you can see, Fluff would be Skipper's new friend. Scooter, like we said, wasn't really cutting it. And Fluff came along, and let me tell you, Fluff is really, really fucking cute. Her arms swing around, pose her from head to toe in every way. Like Living Skipper, they can do more stuff. They can move around more. It's just like dramatic Living Barbie, a bit like the live action set. Just more freedom and movement. More fun to be had. And let's see, if we're going forward in time, Quick Curl Skipper. See, we're getting more into those peasant looks of the 70s. And the quick curl hair, for those of you who don't know, just means she has sort of thin copper strands running through her hair that allow you to curl it instantly. Quick curl hair can turn into a bit of a mess in its elder years. If you play with it too much, it's not really great. If you can find a quick curl doll that has never been styled before or in the box, then you're in luck, because they look pretty great just right out of the box. We get to the end of the 70s, and I'm sure all of you recognize Growing Up Skipper from the Barbie movie. She gets taller, and she grows in the bust, I'll go ahead and turn her here. Oh, there she goes. Her neck raises a bit and she develops breast. This was, from what I read, again, they keep writing articles about this because of the movie. They didn't even want to release this before the doll came out, but they had to. But, I mean, what else is there to say about growing up Skipper? We all know her. There are actually quite a few of these sold. There's another version with brown hair, and her outfit is purple and blue, maybe sort of fuchsia and blue, named Ginger. And you know what? There's also another version of Fluff using the same sculpt named Tiff. She has brown hair, and she was supposed to be like the tomboy. She just wears jeans and a shirt. I mean, it's the same doll. But, you know, whatever. Now, if we wanted to check back in with those little kids after the 80s, I'm talking Tutti, Todd, Chris. The only one that made it through into the 90s, as far as I know, is Todd. I'll go ahead and bring out a newer version of Todd and an example of what the newer kids look like and some of their newer body types. New kids come out. Not new kids on the block. And they are larger. They don't have the wire bodies. They're built more like Skipper. As I said, one of the few characters to survive from the 60s, Todd, can be seen here in this. Oh, he's sort of flailing around in the front there. And there's Kelly, another newer character. They're larger, they have totally different bodies, but they're still supposed to be the younger versions of Skipper, Fluff. And as for Skipper in the 80s and 90s, she kept moving forward. She got different face sculpts, 80s, 90s. I use that same sculpt here for Courtney. Love it. Now anyway, you guys, I do love Skipper. I'm holding a porcelain version of Skipper here. A special edition that was made. I mean, look how pretty this one is. Like, damn. But you know something else? If you go over to my Instagram right now, I am holding a giveaway for this piece that I showed in my 90s video last week. I went out, found a second one, and I'm giving it away for the holidays. So go over there, super easy to enter. We do a lot of giveaways. They're a lot of fun. If you like Skipper, were you only allowed to have Skipper as a kid? Did your mom or dad make you only get Skipper? Did you want Barbie, but you could only get Skipper? Did you want Skipper more than Barbie? Did you identify more as Skipper? Was she your thing? Did you want the little kids? Were you more into Barbie? Did you like it all? Let me know in the comments. Let everyone know in the comments. Now, for those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't, please do it. It really helps every YouTuber out there. Head over to my Instagram, head over to my TikTok. I have a lot of ideas for other YouTubes. I know you guys have told me some ideas. I am working on those too. Since I got these two in the other day, I really had to do a video about the Barbie kids. I hope you guys learned a thing or two, or just enjoyed looking at some cute shit. Thank you. I'll see you next time.